So, hey, it's Josh with Content Marketing Media. And as promised, we're going to deliver you today a workflow that allows you to connect to every single, major, significant large language model that exists, even some that came out a week or two ago from Meta. So let's walk you through what we're going to do here. Start off, I'm going to introduce you to OpenRouter. OpenRouter is the one API key we need to make all this happen. And OpenRouter gives you the ability to access, every major large language model that exists. They give you, at a minimum, the prices you would get if you went out and got the API key directly from the tool, like Anthropic or from Google or OpenAI. And so let me show you some of those. As you can see, this is sorted from newest to oldest, but you can see Llama in there. You can see Mistral's new model that came in here, Wizard, which is a new model from Microsoft, and then on and on and on, right? You can even look at rankings and understand how the rankings work for these models today, this week, for the year. And then you can even connect, as I mentioned, just one API key. So it's nice because it works on a credit system. You go in and you purchase the amount of credits you want, and then you can track activity. And the activity is important because in our clay table we're going to show you, the cost that you see actually directly matches what's in the clay table, right? So you can see what it costs for every run, and you can see the ones I've been running, right? Claude Opus, Command R, Gemini Pro. So let's get to the clay table and show you how it works. So we start from the beginning. We're going to use just the company website. You can obviously put the rest of your lead data in here. We've got a prompt that we're going to feed, and with that prompt, we use the journalist persona, and we're pulling in the website into the prompt. And the way we're doing that is in the description. So if we dive in here, you can see we've injected the website. This is the prompt that gathers our research. We've worked on this over and over again to make it better. And then we're going to show you that we use Google Gemini in this case, Claude Opus, and Command R Plus. So 3 pretty top tier models on the planet right now to do the research. And the nice thing is we built this as a drop down. So if I come into here, you can actually click and select all of these models, right? Whichever one you want to use. And this is just for research. You can search, and then if you edit this column, you can actually add other models. So OpenRouter has all kinds of models that I did not list in here, but I wanted to put in the ones that everybody knows of, the ones that historically have gotten the best results. But you can add to this list, and simply to do that, you would go to browse. You can look at these models, like if we wanted to put fire lava in there, you would just copy this name right here. So copy that and you could add it to this table. So we're going to continue expanding this over and over again. We'll just pick one here. So the API is written for you, and so there's nothing you need to do here other than you'll just need to add that API key we talked about with OpenRouter. One API key will work for both calls. We did set the token limit here so that we don't exceed the max amount of characters in a clay row or clay table, but all of that is written for you. So you can adjust this prompt, you can adjust your research model. You're going to end up with research that looks like this, right? So this is ironically OpenAI that we used in this case. This is Apple, and again, highly detailed research. And you can play around with different prompts, different prices, different models. This is our company, so same kind of output. So again, we've detailed the cost here, and then we start to get to the exciting part of this, right? So with the offer part, you can use whatever offer you want. We put in our offer into the table, and so if you look at, this is our offer right here, and we spent a little time cleaning that up, making it look good. We've got the email prompt, which again, the email prompt actually injects the research and the offer. So a lot of time this week perfecting this prompt to get it to really write copy that sounds like a human, that looks like we want it to look, and pretty long, pretty detailed. So we inject this offer, this research, and then again, we get the choice to choose which model we want to use, right? So in this case, we're going to use Llama, which is, a very popular model right now, very exciting, been out for just, I think, a week and a half. GPT-4 Turbo, and then Claude Opus, which so far is really our favorite in writing copy. And then same concept, right? Everything's done for you in the API. and then you're going to get copy that looks like this, right? So this may be a little long for you, and you can adjust your prompting any way you want to get this to shorter, but it's highly professional, relevant copy. It follows the same mode of introducing significant observations of the business, introducing our solutions, and then tying that all together. And of course, like you've seen with our previous prompts, very dynamic, right? So you can see this is significantly different, relevant to Apple specifically. This is one that would be addressed towards our company. So we spent a lot of time on the prompts, getting the prompts better. And then you can see we've even got the cost of the copy, and obviously that will change depending on which model you use, and then a total cost, right? So huge difference, right? When we use Llama combined with GPT-4 from a cost perspective versus if we use GPT-4 Turbo and Claude Opus, which is historically pretty expensive, or Command R Plus, which is on the expensive side as well with Claude Opus, right? So lots of different options. Again, you can take and choose whatever model you want in these drop downs. As you can see here, you can search, or an easy way to add your own model again is to edit the column, and then you can specifically add whatever model you want. And to get those models, you just copy here, or whatever model you want to pull in, and paste it into your list. And then because of the API call and the prompting, you'll be able to use whatever model you want to use. So pretty excited. And I guess if I forgot to mention, right, there's no Clay credits involved here, right? So we are not using a single Clay credit here, which really gives you control over whether you want to do research at 3/1000ths of a cent and write copy at 4/1000ths of a cent, or if you want to pay 4 cents a lead or 4.5 cents per lead. All of that is within your control now, and you can decide what model generates you the best output, what model generates you the best research, and really, before you do anything at scale, whether it's 1,000 leads, 10,000 leads, you can make those choices. Lastly, I would tell you, right, we're creating copy and doing research, but this workflow will work for anything you want to do with large language models, right? So you can just append different options to this and inject different columns into the prompt, right? So pretty excited to finally be able to connect every model that exists out there to Clay, and excited to keep it updated as new models seem to come out every other week. But it's a big evolution for us, and hope you get some value from the video.